Okay, sir. So first I'm going to be doing some range of motion, which is basically I'm going to be moving your arm into different positions and kind of just looking at how far your arm can go in and out of these positions. And so if at any time you feel any pain or discomfort, just let me know. How is your pain right now?
Good.
Good? Okay. Would you say on a scale of 0 to 10, what would you rate it?
0.
0, no pain at all. Okay, that's good to hear.
Thank you.
Okay, so if it changes at all during this, just let me know. Okay, so the first one I'm going to start with is I'm going to go ahead and take your arm and have your thumb pointing up, and I'm going to go ahead and move your arm up like as if we're reaching above our head for something out of the cabinet. I'm going to bring it back down into this, and we're going to go a little bit past. And sometimes you do that when you have to push up to stand up off a chair. Okay. Next, I'm going to go ahead, have your thumb pointing towards me. I'm going to bring you this way. Back down. This one reminds me of like doing jumping jacks. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and bring your arm across your body like this. Do you need that? Okay. This one's like when you reach across your body to put deodorant on. when you like open a shower curtain. Okay. So this one, I'm going to go ahead and rotate your arm back this way and down this way. So like when you reach up, it's kind of like when you're grabbing a seatbelt, bringing it across your body, like this. So your external rotation looks good and your internal rotation looks a little bit limited, but as long as you don't feel like you're having problems doing any of those things I just mentioned, I'm not too concerned. And so you can go ahead and I'm going to have you rotate onto your right side. And I'm going to do some scapular movements. There you go. And so do you mind if I put my knee on your bed? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and have you put your arm down kind of on your body. And then find your scapula. We're just going to go up and down as if you're doing some shoulder shrugs. And how's everything feeling so far?
Very good.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put your arm out in front of you. And then pull it out. Back in. All of these shoulder movements are really important for different arm movements we do, because the shoulder contributes to a lot of the things we do with our arms. And so the last one, I'm just going to go ahead and do some rotation. Okay, and that's it for that. So now I'm going to have you sit on the edge of the bed, and we're going to do the rest of our range of motions. Hair is looking good. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start out with your elbow, and we're gonna go ahead and have it in full extension first, and bring it up like we're doing bicep curls. And this motion is important, if you're bringing, food to your mouth while you're eating, or your toothbrush up to your mouth. I'm gonna go ahead and give you this pillow, just to rest your arm. I'm going to go ahead and move you to pronation and supination. This is called supination. I like to think of it as like if you're holding a bowl of soup. That's supination.
Oh.
Yeah. And then pronation. You can think about it when you like twist a screwdriver or something, or open a door. And so now I'm going to go work on your wrist, and we're going to see your wrist flexion and wrist extension. This flexion is important for like brushing your teeth and stuff like that. And how's everything feeling so far?
I'll know when I brush my teeth.
And then I'm going to go ahead and do some radial and ulnar deviation. As if we're like opening a jar. Okay, so the wrist is good. Everything's looking good so far. I'm going to go ahead and do your fingers. We're going to bring all of your fingers in. And do a flexion on all your joints. And then bring them out into extension. And can't forget about the thumb. And this one. And extension. And then we're going to go ahead and bring all your fingers into opposition. Perfect. So that's everything. Do you have any questions about that?
How much is this going to cost me?
Well, with your insurance, it shouldn't be too much out of pocket. Okay, so now that you're seated, I'm going to have us move into something called manual muscle testing. And that's where I'm going to be testing the strength of different muscles. And so I'm going to go ahead and first demonstrate a position. I want you to put your arm in, and then you can go ahead and do that. And in that position, I'm going to apply some resistance, and I want you to go ahead and try to not let me move you, okay? So the first one I'm going to have you do is you can go ahead and put your arm out straight, and I'm going to go ahead and be applying resistance here, and I want you to try to move upwards against me. One, good. Okay, now you can go ahead and put your arm out in front of you. Okay, same thing. Don't let me move you. Good. Okay, and then you can go ahead and put your arm out like this. And this time I'm going to be applying resistance right here. And you're going to go ahead and try to move upwards like this. Okay, don't let me move you. Good. Just get this chair out of the way. And so next I'm going to do where I'm going to have you put your arm behind you, and you're going to probably have to bend, yeah, like that, perfect. And I'm going to be pushing down this way, and I want you to try to go upwards. Okay, ready, go ahead. Very good. Go ahead and relax. How's everything feeling so far?
I'd say it's been very helpful.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and place my hands on your shoulders, and I'm going to have you kind of try to go into a shoulder shrug position, and I'm going to be pushing downwards, okay?
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and try to shrug. Good. Good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then, let's see. Very popular.
I guess.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do elbow flexion. So I'm going to go ahead and have you go basically halfway. And I'm going to be pushing down. And you're going to go ahead and try to resist me. Ready? There you go. Good. And then elbow extension is the opposite way. So for this one, go ahead and put your arm up like you're going to touch your shoulder. And I'm going to be pushing down this way. Don't let me move you. Good. Okay, and then supination and pronation. I'll sit down for you.
You're not going to forget foxination, are you?
No foxination. And then, so I'm going to go ahead and have you here. So first I'm going to have you try to go into pronation. So you're going to like rotate inward. And I'm going to apply resistance, okay? Ready? Okay, go ahead. Good. And now we're going to try to rotate the other way into supination. Okay, ready? Go ahead. Okay. How's that feel?
Good. You're strong.
I know. I went out. Okay, so now we're going to do the ones that require you to lay on your stomach. And so there's only 4. So the first one I'm going to have you do is I'm going to go ahead and position. You can go ahead and position your arm this way. And you're going to go ahead and try to go backwards like this. And I'm going to go ahead and apply resistance right here. So go ahead and good job. Okay. Yeah, like you're swimming. the next one I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and have you try to move your arm. So you're gonna have your arm and you're gonna try to move backwards. I'm gonna go ahead and apply resistance here. I do 1, 2, 3, go. Good. Okay. And then we're gonna do something very similar to that, but instead I'm gonna put your arm here, and you can go ahead and put your arm like that, and go ahead and apply resistance. Okay. And then for the last one, find your scapula, and I'm gonna have you try to reach down and touch your toes. So like as if you can put your arm straight on the bed, and try to push down and reach your toes. And I'm gonna apply resistance upward. Ready? Go ahead. Okay, that's good. You can get up now from that position. And then I'm gonna have you actually lay on your back, but your head that way. If that's okay, just so I can get to your arm. And you can go ahead and put your arm out straight. And I'm going to be pushing downwards, and I want you to resist me. Ready? Okay. And the next one, go ahead and like touch your shoulder like this. And I want you to try to push your elbow upwards towards the sky, and I'm going to push down. Ready? Go ahead. Okay, good. So those are the last ones laying down. So I'm going to actually have you sit at a table, so you can sit at the edge of bed, and I'll just pull this table up for you. Okay, Mr. Resnick. So now I'm just going to look at some of the muscles in your hands. So we can start out with, let's move this a little bit closer to you. And so we can start out with you putting your forearm down, and I'm going to go ahead and put you halfway. And you're going to go ahead and try to touch your forearm, and I'm going to apply resistance, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead, don't let me move you. Good. Now you can go ahead and flip over, palm down. And put you again, halfway position. And this time I'm going to be pushing down. I'm going to push against me. Good. Okay. So this time you're going to be trying to move upwards like this. And I'm going to be pushing downwards. Ready? Go ahead, don't let me move you. And then for this one, you can go ahead and put your arm this. And I'm going to go ahead and apply resistance. I'll support you here. And go ahead and try to push up towards the sky. Good. Okay, so now we can look at some of the fingers. So I want you to try to basically close your fingers into a fist, and I'm going to apply, not yet. Okay, I'm going to apply resistance right here. Go ahead and try. One more time. Ready? Go ahead. Good. Okay, and now we're going to flip over. And again, I'm going to go ahead and apply resistance. And you can go ahead and try to resist. Go ahead. Good. Okay, so now we're going to do some of the smaller joints in your fingers, and I'm going to do it on each of them individually. So we're going to go ahead, and first I want you to try to bend your finger like this. Go ahead. Go ahead. And then I'm going to go to the end one, which is called your DIP. Go ahead. Good. And then I'm going to follow through with all four. And then now we're going to move on to the thumb. Oh wait, sorry, I have to do it this way. So go ahead and try to straighten your finger out. Ready? Go ahead. Good. And now we're going to do the smaller joint. Go ahead and try to straighten your finger. Go ahead. Good. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and do your thumb. So there's a lot of different thumb ones. So I'm going to go ahead and have you try to bring your thumb up like we're doing thumbs up. Okay, go ahead, and I'm going to apply resistance. Don't let me move you. Go ahead. The thumb. Okay, and then we'll do the smaller joint here. So go ahead and try to thumbs up. job. And then go ahead and try to, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna push down on this knuckle and I want you to try to bend it. Ready? Go ahead. Good. And then the big one. Go ahead. Good. Okay. I want you to, you're gonna be in this position and I'm gonna be applying resistance here, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. So ready? Go ahead. Good. Okay. And then let's do opposition. And I'm gonna apply resistance on these two. Okay, good. And then
Chicky pinky.
last, I want you to, so I'm gonna go ahead and, there you go. And then can you go ahead and flip? And then go ahead and try to close your finger. This one. This one.
Sure. So,
Your pointer.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, so do you have any questions?
now I do. How long before all this heals? Just
I'll have to meet with your doctor and I can let you know.
Will you provide a report from my doctor?
Yeah. But everything looks good. Everything was in functional limits, which means most things had good range of motion and good strength. And unless you feel it's affecting your ability to perform any occupations.
I'm retired. Just kidding.
Okay. So you're good?
I'm good. I think you've done an incredible job here.
Okay, thank you.